Hello, my name is Denise. I'm from Miami, Florida, and I'm here today to honor the memory of my first child. I regret very much that I didn't want him. I was a 19-year-old sophomore in college and had been accepted into a junior year abroad in Paris for the following fall of 1973. I found out I was pregnant in February of 1973, and the doctor in the university clinic told me that abortion had just been legalized the months before by the Supreme Court. She gave me the number to call to make an appointment here in this city, Washington, D.C. I made the decision to not tell my parents, as I had been raised to honor the sanctity of human life. I did not want a pregnancy or motherhood to get in the way of my education or an exciting year in France. I decided to not tell my boyfriend either, because he might ask me to marry him, and we had just broken up after the night I had conceived, and we had not spoken since that weekend. I told my 3 closest college friends. One of them said she had had an abortion in high school, it was no big deal, and that she could lend me the money. Another had a car and offered to drive us to D.C. I was going to get rid of this problem, and they were going to go sightseeing. The waiting room was filled with young girls like me. None of us looked at each other. The receptionist called my name and asked me for the money in cash. No one talked to me or gave me any information. The room was cold. The doctor was businesslike. The nurse was very kind and let me squeeze her arm since I was in a lot of pain, comforted me, and said it would be over soon. I heard the sound like my mother's vacuum cleaner. When my friends arrived to pick me up, they did not know what to do with me because I sobbed the whole way back to school. I had changed from the happy-go-lucky college student to wanting to live no more. I found no one to talk to. I called the father of the baby, and we got back together. My grief made him and my friends very uncomfortable. They all wanted me to just forget it all happened and put it behind me. So I stuffed all my grief for the next 30 years. Now, as a wife and mother of 4 children, and I have 9 grandchildren, I had heard a spot on the radio where they were talking about women who had had an abortion and how God forgives and heals the pain. That started me on a journey to where I faced my grief and found true repentance, reconciliation, and restoration. Today I honor my son I named Joshua Caleb Mixon, member of my family. I pray it will encourage you to take the risk in seeking healing in any aspect of your life where you are in pain, shame, or fear. You too can be silent no more. Good job. All right, there you go.